This is everything you need to know for 8th grade math, part 4. So we're talking about scientific notation, and scientific notation is just a way to write really big and really small numbers, okay? So if we have the number 6,980,000 and we want to write that in scientific notation, all we have to do is first understand where our decimal is. So we have a decimal right there, and we want to move it to the left until we get right between these two numbers, okay? So we're going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places, okay? And it's going to end up right there. And so this number written in scientific notation is going to be 6.98 times 10 to the 6th power, okay? Notice we got our 6 from how many places we moved our decimal over, and 6.98 just comes from our number, okay? So we didn't change anything. We just moved our decimal over and wrote it a little bit more simply. So now let's do another problem. So if we have 0.00083 and we want to write that in scientific notation, very similar to last time, we're going to take our decimal and we're going to move it to the right this time until we get in between these two numbers, okay? So we're going to move to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So 4 times. That's going to give us 8.3 times 10 to the negative 4th power, okay? And that is all you have to do. So notice that whenever we have a positive exponent in scientific notation, that means that we have a pretty big number, okay? If we have a negative exponent, that means we have a pretty small number, okay? It's probably a decimal with a lot of zeros. Now, for scientific notation, we always have times 10, okay? There's never going to be a different number there. And the other thing that's important to know is that we always want to have one number or one digit to the left of this decimal, okay? So that's why I kept going until I got in between 6 and 9. And then on this one, I kept going to the right until I got in between 8 and 3. I wanted to have one digit to the left of that decimal. All right, so now let's go the other way. So if we're given numbers in scientific notation and we want to convert them back to standard form, it's really simple. We're just going to do the opposite of what we did last time. So 4.2 times 10 to the 4th power. So it's a positive exponent, which tells me it's going to be a pretty big number, okay? So we're going to move our decimal 4 places. Now, if we move it to the left, that's going to give us a decimal with a lot of zeros, which doesn't make sense for this number. But if we move it to the right, that's going to give us a bigger number, which matches this positive exponent. So that's what we're going to do, okay? So I'm just going to rewrite 4.2, and we're going to move our decimal place 4 places to the right. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And each of these empty spaces is going to get a 0. Okay, so we're going to get 0, 0, 0. So our new number is 42,000, and that is all you have to do. Okay, it's just all about moving that decimal. So now let's do another one. So 1.2 times 10 to the negative 5th power. So this time we have a negative exponent. That tells us it's probably a really small number with a decimal and some zeros. So it's going to make more sense to move our decimal to the left this time. That way it gives us a really small number. So I'm going to rewrite 1.2, and we're going to move our decimal place 5 places to the left. And I probably should have given myself a little bit more room, but it's going to be okay. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all right? And each of these empty spaces, once again, gets a 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, okay? So this number is going to be 0.000012. And so that is all you have to do for scientific notation. It's just a way to write really big and really small numbers. That way you're not having to write a lot of zeros at the end of a number. So I hope this video was helpful. If you want to see more like this, go ahead and follow this account, like this video, and leave a comment. That way my videos show up in your For You page later on. We'll see you next time.